Welcome to Straight Outta Compton's kitchen. Today we're going to do something a little different. We have a recipe, but it's for food for thought. And just want to get us thinking about some things, especially during these times where we're endorsing peace in the midst of this pandemic. Let me just kind of move this. I don't want to I don't want to tag any friends. You guys will just come on. But that's right in the center of the screen. Why? I don't know. Dang it. Okay. So come on in. I was thinking when I go to my mom's house, she's a social butterfly. She loves to host parties. She likes to play cards. She likes to have people over. And this is how I grew up. And she would always ask, is there anything I can get you? You want anything? You want some ginger ale? You want some water? You want something to eat? And even when I go over, she still says, what can I get you? Are you hungry? So I just love my mom so much, and my dad. And my dad is usually saying something like, Sister Val, what can I get you? And I usually say, can you make some fresh coffee? Oh, his coffee is the best. So come on in, get your coffee, get your wine, get your water, get your libations, tea. Come on in. We're going to be here just for a few minutes. I'm going to try not to go more than 30 minutes. And if it seems like we're going over 30 minutes, then, we'll do a part 2. But first of all, let me just let you know that before I get started, this was based on my wishes as I'm going through this life. I wanted to share this information with my family. So I'm not trying to say that this is the only way to do something. And if you're not doing this, then, I'm not trying to put anybody down. You do what works for you. But I do know that it's something that we should be thinking about. Should something happen, because we're just passing through here. We're not meant to stay here on this earth. We were born to die. And that's just the truth. So we have family, and a lot of times what happens is we expire. I call the body expiring. And when we expire, our family is left behind to try to figure things out. Like, did she have a living trust? Did she have a will? That kind of thing. What should we do with all of this stuff that she's left behind? So that's the other thing to think about. Prepare for the body expiring, and purge as you go. I have a little mint in my mouth. So excuse me, it's kind of getting in the way. But purging, getting rid of clutter, getting rid of stuff that you don't need. I always ask myself, is it something that I'm wearing? If not, it's got to go. Is it something that I'm using? If not, it's got to go. Does it match my decor? I'm redecorating. So does it match my decor, what I used to have? No, it doesn't. So it's got to go. And in the garage, what I have is, I guess you could call it not compartments, but sections. So I have a section for what I want to sell on eBay. I have a section for what I would like to sell at a garage sale, because we were planning to do that prior to COVID-19. And I have a section where I have things that I want to donate and just give away. But as you know, places like Goodwill and I think even the Salvation Army are not taking donations because of COVID-19. So I still have things in my garage, but the thing is, everything is organized and in its place. If it belongs in the trash, guess where it is? It's in the trash. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's got to go. I would never sell it. I wouldn't even give it away. I'm putting it in the trash because that's where it belongs. And so just to kind of think about those kinds of things, what do you have in your house that you're not using? And you can maybe even start making mental notes. You know, okay, I don't wear that size 10 anymore. Now I'm in a 14 or a 16. Okay, well, give it to somebody who is a size 10. And when you get to become a size 10, guess what? You can go buy something new, something brand spanking new, instead of trying to wear something that you used to wear back in 1995. Okay, so I'm going to be looking down quite a bit because I'm encouraging you to maybe start a book. This book is called The Celebration of Life book. That's what I call it. Even though it says My Life, My Purpose, it also is a celebration of life book. And what I have in here is just the wishes that I have passed on to my family. So back in 2017, I think it was, I started thinking, I said, you know, family, my dad, my mom, my son, I started saying, okay, and son, you have a son, so, you know, you need to start thinking about these things too, should something happen. And so what I did was, I asked them to get all of their information together and put it in a book. And then we will compile it. So section 1 deals with my stuff. Section 2 deals with Brandon's stuff. Section 3 deals with my parents' stuff. And each one of us have the exact same book. So they have a book at my parents' house, and then my son has a book, and it has the same information. Now, as I was going through my book, trying to prepare for this Facebook Live, I was noticing I got to go back and update some stuff. Some of it is really good, and I'll share that with you a little bit later. But for the most part, things have changed since 2017. Okay, so what does this mean? Hey, I'll just wave. Hey, Kenneth. Bring them on the camera. Oh, no. We don't want to do that. Okay. I'm learning this Facebook Live, y'all. So, all right. And so let me just keep going. So what I decided to do, I got in touch with this company called Science Care. This is the card, Science Care. And it's a registry card where you put your name, your date of birth, and the day that you registered. So I registered back in January of 2018. And what this is a card that I've given to my son and my parents. Should something happen to me, I also carry this card in my wallet. So I have several. And should something happen to me, the person who knows that something just happened to me should call the number on the card, and they will automatically know what to do. So say for instance, I got really ill and I'm in hospice. You call this number and they'll say, okay, Valerie Vaults, yes, we have her registered here. Okay, yes. So what happened? Well, she's in hospice right now, and we were told that we should give you a call should something happen. And so I said, be sure when you call the number, just give them my name and they'll take care of the rest. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to make a mental note that Valerie is in hospice care. You call them back when she passes or transitions. Let's just say when she transitions. And when she transitions, we'll be there to pick her up because she asked us to donate her organs. She's an organ donor. That's also on my driver's license. She asked us to cremate her. And she also said that we could use her body for science research. And so I was just reading the other day. This is really good. What happens And all of this is free of charge. Let me start by saying that. Okay, so what happens is a year later, okay, they've been researching and, using my tissue and whatever else. After that year of research with my body, they're going to plant a tree on my behalf. A year after, it's called the Arbor Day Reforestation Program. And they're also going to put together a legacy letter that will be given to my parents or my family that's here. And it will explain the type of research they did with my body. And it says that they're available for memorial service if my family should want that. So I told my family, listen, I want a memorial service. I do not want a funeral. I don't want you driving my body all over town from the morgue to the church to the cemetery. Don't do that. I'm not putting anybody down that does that or has done that for their loved ones. You do what you want for your life. And this is just what I want for my life. I don't want my body all over town because guess what? The Bible says, yes, the Bible says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So basically what happened was when I transitioned, me, the real me, moved to heaven. And I am just in a new location. I'm in my heavenly home. And when people move out of houses, you don't go back to the house. They're no longer there. And so I said, I don't want a viewing and people saying that they just want closure. No, if you want closure, get your closure with me right now. Talk to me, call me, text me, inbox me. Okay, so like I said, what they will do, they will cremate my body and take care of everything. So I also gave them instructions with what to do with the ashes. Do not give those ashes to my parents. Do not give those ashes to my son. You discard those ashes because I'm not there, and to me, it's just aggravating. It's already hard. Death is painful. It is. So it's already hard. But my thing is, let me do something to make it easier on my family. And so that was the reason for the book. And so, okay, here we go. I'm going to give you some tips. Basically, what I did in my section, I have a copy of my driver's license. I have a copy of my American Red Cross to say what blood type I am. Because, should something happen, they may not know what my blood type is. So I have a copy of that card. I have a copy of my medical card. I have a copy of my birth certificate. The other thing that Science Care will do is provide the death certificate. Now, my family might need to get some copies made for the, the accounts that they're going to be closing and that kind of thing, and they might need proof of death. So the death certificate will be provided by the Science Care. They'll take care of getting that, but if they need more copies, then they'll have to go to the court to get that. I have a copy of my Social Security number, and then I have a copy of my life insurance policy and what all that entails. I have some special instructions such as do not refer to anything pertaining to my expiration. Do not refer to it as an obituary, and please don't refer to it as a eulogy. Please refer to it as a celebration of life, because that's what I did. I'm celebrating my life every day. You know how sometimes you say, oh, I have those good dishes, and I'll just wait until I have my friends over, and I'll wait until Thanksgiving and Christmas. Nuh-uh. Use your dishes now. Enjoy your life right now. Today is the special occasion. We got up this morning. So that's my encouragement, to celebrate life daily And especially with this COVID-19, I think that's pretty much a wake-up call for all of us, because it's something we don't understand. And when we don't understand something and we can't control something, you know, we kind of go left. So I just want to encourage you to think about some of the things that you want. Now, like I said, I've already planned out being cremated, right? So there's no reason to have a funeral service. If, you know, depending on COVID-19, I don't know, but if time allows it, or, you know, we go back to some of the things that we used to do, then, you know, maybe you can have a memorial service for me. But if not, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm getting ready to move to be in my real house. That's my real house up there. Okay, so then I talk about myself as my celebration of life, you know, in case somebody wants to read what I did, and you know how they say, let the dash be your life. You know, like 1962 was when I was born, and then when I die, it'll be another year. So the dash is what's important. What did I do with that time? And so that's what I have here, just talking about some of the things that I've done, organizations that I've been a part of, places that I've volunteered, places that I've worked, how long I've been in the aerospace industry. I just counted, it's been 40 years I've been in the aerospace industry. Now, I want to give you something else to think about. I'm going to give a shout out to 3 of my friends. One is Vern, 2, Pauline, and 3, Rhonda. And if you're listening, ladies, you know how POTUS said, if you're listening, Russia, what about those 200,000 emails? If you're listening, ladies, we had a mutual friend who had been ill for just kind of off and on, having different ailments and then recovering and then going back and having all kinds of issues. So she was closest with our friend Pauline. And what she did was she told Pauline, hey, I have a living trust and I want you to sign some things, I believe, and I've got it notarized, etc., etc. And I have this young son, so these are my wishes for him should something happen to me. Well, long story short, something happened and she passed away and she transitioned. And of course we miss her tremendously. But my understanding is, oh my God, she had the living trust. I keep calling it a living trust, but yeah, that's right, a living trust. I kept messing that word up. I kept saying, shoot. All right, so Facebook Live, I don't know that I like you. I don't think I do. But anyway, I'm saying that because things keep popping up and it's distracting me. So going back to her living trust, she passes away, makes her transition, and her family is there to, you know, look into taking care of her son and that kind of thing, because he hadn't even graduated from high school. And come to find out, nobody knew where this living trust was. They knew it existed, but she never explained, hey, I keep it in the drawer in my bedroom or whatever. So in this book that I've put together, I have directions on everything, where the living trust is, information pertaining to my home and the property here. I have my financial information, such as my banking details, you know, what bank accounts I have, what's the account number, if you were to go online, what's my username, what's my password. I have information about my utilities, my gas, my lights, my, gas, lights, and water. I have my account numbers. Once again, if you go online, here's my username, here's my password. Just having all that information available for my family should something happen and they don't have to try to figure it out. And like I said, I've been decluttering along the way, getting rid of stuff that I don't use, things I don't wear, give it away. Then I got excited because right here, on this here page right here, debt-free, baby. Paid off the student loan. My son came out of college in 2010. They had the nerve to tell us that we had 25 years to pay off the loan. I said, the devil is a liar. This thing is going to be paid off in less than 10 years. And we paid it off in 9 years. And yes, we got together, we collaborated. My parents, a lot of times I worked overtime. I wanted this debt out of my life. It had to go. The other thing that I'm noticing that's in this book is my car. I paid it off in 2018. So as you can see, I need to update this book. And so I paid it off in 2018. And what most people want to do, and like I said, it's your life. You do you. Do it the way you want to do it, because you're only going to get one. Listen, I didn't go out and buy another car. I took that X amount of dollars that I was putting towards my car note, and it's now going towards something else, like the principal on this house. Because by the time that I'm 60, maybe 61, I want to burn my mortgage. I want to retire, and I don't want to have a house note. So that's my focus now. And if I can encourage somebody to just get out of debt, because debt is nothing but bondage. It weighs you down, you know, and then in some cases people are talking about getting bankruptcy and all that kind of stuff. No, just stop spending. That's one thing I learned. The way to have money, stop spending it. Just stash it everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, you have it, just be diverse. Put it in the stock market, put it in the bank, put it in the, I'm going to talk to you about my backpacks. I got 3 backpacks should something happen. I have one in the trunk of my car. I have one right by the front door, by the front living room door in a closet. And I have some money somewhere else. Where is it? Upstairs. But you don't know where. I'm not going to disclose where it is, but my family knows. And it's just in case of an emergency, should something happen. Do you guys remember the earthquake in 2018? That started me thinking. I said, oh my God, if something really happened with an earthquake where, I mean, the houses are caved in and that kind of thing. Not that I'm trying to be morbid, but I'm just trying to be real. These things happen. And I was thinking, should something happen, it's not if I die in the earthquake, it's if I live through the earthquake. I don't have no food. You know, back in 2018, I didn't have no food in the cabinet. I didn't have any water. You know, so I said, wait a minute, let me get myself together. And so I put together a backpack, and I stuffed it with canned goods and water and extra clothes and shoes and toilet tissue and some wipes and that kind of thing. You know, toiletries, I put it all in there. I have one in my trunk. Same thing, because what if something happens to me while I'm at work? Now, the thing is, I'm working from home right now, which is a blessing. But should, you know, I have to ever go back to the office, or maybe I'm just going to the store to get my essentials, something could happen. And I have stuff in my car. I have even a toilet seat, because you know how you might see people stuck in traffic and they can't get home? They're on the freeway, and I mean, it's just cars, miles and miles and miles, but nobody is moving. I said, what if I'm stuck in something like that, trying to go see my friend, but yet there's a bad accident on the freeway or something, and I have to use the bathroom and I can't get off? So guess what? Guess where I got that? I went to a military surplus store. They have like the toilet seat. You put a bag under there. They have special bags. in case you have to do number 1, and then they have a special bag in case you have to do number 2. And guess what? It's in the trunk of my car. I don't play, y'all. So let's see. My car insurance, I have all that information, account number, telephone number, AT&T, what's going on with our phones, the account numbers for that. Because see, the other thing too is now we're living in a time where everything is electronic. And so in a lot of cases, these companies are taking automatic withdrawal. So if something happens to the body and you transition and move to heaven, then if they don't know about it, they're going to continue taking money out of your account. So that's why I put the information in the book so that my son will know these are the accounts that you want to close ASAP, because it's an electronic withdrawal. And here's my usernames, my passwords. I got information in here about my pensions that are coming from, the aerospace companies that I've worked for. I got information about my PIN number and here's the website that you go to. This is more information about my home, my homeowners association, my job. This is my boss's number. This is information pertaining to my 401k or my CD or my IRA. All of that information is there. Now, something as simple as, okay, let's say something happens to me. My parents know that something happened to me, but my son is not available at the time. So my parents need to come over here. They need to get into the house, but they don't know that I have a security alarm on my, on the house. So I have to give them the passcode for my security alarm, so they'll know that. I told them also in the book, these are spare keys. Spare keys for my car is in this location. Spare key for the mailbox is over, it's in this location, but do my parents even know where the mailbox is? And if so, they might know where it is, but they don't know which one is mine. So I told them it's number 3. And this is what it looks like, because we have several mailboxes in this complex. So they will know exactly where to go to get my mail. Okay, so I think I want to stop right there. And I'm hoping that when people watch this, they will inbox me if they have any questions. I just want to make sure I covered everything that I wanted to cover today. I know I went a little fast, but just start thinking along those lines. Think about your family. That's the key, because you're going to be good. You're going to be in your real home. So I'm just going to pray this prayer before I sign off today. And I'm praying for you out of 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verses 16 and 18. Now may the Lord of peace himself give you peace at all times and in every way. The Lord be with all of you. The grace of our Lord Jesus the Christ be with you all. I'm going to sign off now. Have peace in the midst of this pandemic. Think about your family. Get rid of that clutter. Let it go. Just let it go. It's so liberating. Let it go. Talk to you soon.